to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror video games and show you how they were made. I'm Zoran. Totemly awesome Gavoyage! And today we are taking a look at Until Dawn, originally released in 2015 before being remade in 2024. Until Dawn is a third-person choose-your-own-adventure style game that provides a different story each time you play based on the choices you make. It's similar to games like non-indie darling Life is Strange, Telltale's The Walking Dead, and Quantic Dream's Heavy Rain, the game that puts the X before Jason. Jason! It's less running and gunning and more walking and picking dialogue options. And when I say walking, oh seriously, there is so much walking. You might hit your step goals just by watching this kill count. Rather than one central protagonist, Until Dawn's perspective shifts between 8 different characters. They're members of a high school friend group, reuniting at a mountain lodge 1 year after a tragedy, and the whole thing plays out like an interactive horror movie. But while it's a classic slasher setup, the game's story constantly switches into different subgenres, with elements of the supernatural, folk horror, and even torture porn. Until Dawn started life back in 2008 under PlayStation developer London Studio, before being taken over by Supermassive Games in 2010. Back then, it was being developed for the PS3's PlayStation Move controller, Sony's version of the Nintendo Wii. The game was more of a traditional slasher back then, with a first-person perspective and co-op mode. And despite positive reception at 2012's Gamescom, the general consensus was that no one really wanted to buy a Move controller to play it. Yeah, try explaining to your mom that this is not a sex toy.
Speak for yourself.
The game eventually switched platforms to the PS4, so Supermassive completely overhauled the game into the third-person cinematic experience that we know today. With the shift in perspective, Supermassive decided to cast more well-known actors in the game, using motion capture for their performances and modeling the characters after them. It's a technique the studio would use again, with big-name actors appearing in future titles like the Dark Pictures Anthology and The Quarry.
Tell her about the Hag of Hackett's Quarry.
I don't think she wants to know about the Hag of Hackett's
Can
Quarry.
we just please stop saying the Hag of Hackett's Quarry?